No. One 63 student session. So shall we start? Okay, good morning. I find many of you have joined, so I'm going to give you the test, and here goes your test, please. Don't give your answer right now. You will discuss it later on. Yes, so this test is on number system, class 9 for you, this test. Then now here is the general instructions. Slide A contains your 5 questions of 1 mark each, and slide B contains 3 questions of 2 marks each. Slide C contains 3 questions of 3 marks each. So total marks is 20. Now this is your slide A, 5 questions of 1 mark each. Come on, start doing it. I will read these questions. Please don't make any silly mistakes. Note down the exponents, the powers very carefully. Plus and very important, please. So if x is equal to 3 plus root 5 and y equal to 3 minus root 5, find x minus y. Here goes the first question. Second, third, fourth and fifth. I will give you these 5 questions. I will spare 7 or 8 minutes, I think, is enough. 8 minutes will be enough to solve this slide A. And if you are done, please let me know through the live chat box that done. Don't give the answer, just say done. Okay. Yes, come on. So after solving these questions, you will, I will give you the answer key. You will find your score and you will let me know. So the chat box, also if your teachers want, then you can WhatsApp your numbers to your teachers. You will WhatsApp your number to your teachers. Okay, please come on, carry on. Second question, we have done it yesterday only. Then degree of zero polynomial is question number 4. What are the zeros of polynomial x square minus zeros of the polynomial? Then the fifth question, evaluate 0.2 whole cube minus 0.3 whole cube plus 0.1 whole cube. This question, so these 3 questions, that is question number 3, 4 and 5 are from polynomials. I have taken these 3 questions from chapter number 2. Basic questions. So in the meantime, let me play. This is open book test. Let me play some music. You do it. I hope you have done. Slide A. Another 3 minutes, and I will give you the another slide. You enjoy this light music while solving your questions. Okay, so now let me give you slide 2. Slide 2. Okay, I am giving you slide. I have noted the question, and this is your slide B. What is P by Q form of 2.36 bar? And then seventh question is your 8 root 6 plus 1 upon 4 root 2. 1 upon 4 root 2. Question number 8. If 1 by 7 is equal to 0.142857 bar recurring decimal, then find the value of 2 by 7. These questions are of 2 marks. Yes. Note down the seventh question carefully. This is numerator is 1 and denominator is 4 root 2. Denominator is 4 root 2. Okay, now your slide C. This is slide C with 3 marks question. Each question carries 3 marks. Here each question carries 3 marks, okay? Okay, so question number 11, evaluate 104 into 96. This one is also from your previous one that we have discussed, chapter number 2. I hope you have noted it down. I will give you few more questions. You have noted it down. So let us come back and discuss these questions. It is your sixth, it's the previous slide. 6, 7 and 8. Now this one is once again I am playing this slide A. This is your 1, 2, this one is okay. So these are the slides done. Now you can note down the answers. I think you are done. I will give you the answers now, or you want to carry on with this test for a few more minutes, then on. Ma'am, please increase your voice. Okay, am I not audible? Yes, please, all of you. I hope you have attempted the test. Slide A, B, and C I have again displayed. Now we will discuss the questions. Video gets paused. So, shall I show you the answers? Now here goes the answers. Please check it and let me know your answers after you try and find your score. The final slide with your answers. Here is the answers. Okay, please check it. So let us now discuss the answers. Yes. Okay, good. So many students have joined. You are writing your roll numbers and wishing good morning. Very good. Thank you so much. So now, yes. Fine, everything. Discuss the answers now. We will discuss these questions. I think it was a very simple test. Just I had to, I don't know whether times were sufficient or not. Now I will stop the music. Sit now. Am I audible? The board in front of you. I will write and please let me know whether everything is visible. Okay. So this is class 9 and we are going to discuss the test questions. Test questions. Question number 1. The question number 1, see, it was x is equal to 3 plus root 5 and y is equal to 3 minus root 5. 3 plus root 5 and y is equal to 3 minus root 5. Find the x minus y. Find x minus y. That was the question. So simply you need to do it like this. 3 plus root 5 and minus another bracket is 3 minus root 5. When you open it, take care of the sign, that is your plus and minus sign. This is 3 plus root 5 minus 3 plus root 5. Okay, so 3 gets cancelled. So your answer will be what? This is equal to 2 root 5. This answer is, this was minus. I think in the answer key I have written 6. That is wrong. This will be 2 root 5 maybe. I will check the answer key. And this answer, because this is minus, so the answer is 2 root 5. It would have been plus, then naturally root 5 and root 5 will get cancelled, and in that case your answer would have been 6. but this is minus, so please, this is the answer. Now question number 2 is your simplify. This was simplify. Question of simplify 3 raised 1 by 2 into 12 raised to the power 1 by 2. So what you do, yesterday we have done the laws of exponents. See, base is different but power is same. So this is going to be 3 into 12 whole raised to the power of 1 by 2. 3 into 12 is 36. 36 to the power 1 by 2, that is your 6. Answer is 6 for the second question. Now the third one is degree of zero polynomial. This I have explained to you. Degree of zero polynomial. See, zero, it's a polynomial, constant polynomials and zero polynomial. Zero polynomial, there is no variable. If you think there is some variable, if you write it like this, then also it is equal to 0. If you say 0 x raised to the power 3, again this comes out to be 0. Power you put for the variable, this becomes 0. So the degree of the zero polynomial will be not defined. Degree of zero polynomial is not defined. Okay. So this is your third question. Now the fourth one. The fourth question is, what are the zeros of x square minus 4? Zeros of x square minus 4. So x square equal to, therefore your x is equal to plus minus 2. Not just plus 2. Often you just write it x is equal to 2, but it is not so. When you are doing algebra, remember x equal minus 2. There are two zeros. Degree is 2. Maximum 2 zeros possible. What are the 2 zeros? Plus 2 and minus 2. Next, your fifth question. Fifth question is evaluate. This is also from your chapter of polynomials. We have discussed just now that this question, evaluate 0.2 whole cube minus of 0.3 whole cube plus 0.1 whole cube. So a cube plus b cube plus c cube. A cube plus b cube plus c cube. We know the identity a cube plus b cube plus c cube equal to 3ac if a plus b plus c is equal to 0. Now in this case, 0.2 whole cube plus minus of 0.3 whole cube plus 0.1 whole cube. So what is your a? 0.2. A plus b plus c in this case is equal to 0.2. B is your minus 0.3 and c is equal to 0.1. So this is equal to 0. So if this is equal to 0, you write this identity. Therefore, this is equal to 3 into a into b, that is minus of 0.3, 0.1. Now you multiply it. You get 3 into 2 is 6, 6 into 3 is 18. And because there are 3 decimal places, so your answer will be in 0.018 with a minus sign. See, this is your b, this part as minus of 0.3 whole cube. So this one is a, this is b and this is c. And a plus b plus c equal to 0. So this is your thrice a into b, that is minus of 0.018. This is the fifth question. Now we will go to the 2 marks question. 2 marks question, that is question number 6. Question number 6 now. Question number 6 is, what is the form of P by Q? P by Q form of 2.36 bar. 2.36 bar. This is recurring decimal, non-terminating repeating decimal. So we can change it into P by Q form. This can be changed into P by Q form. So let P by Q is equal to 2.36 bar. Because 2 places are repeating, so what we can do, we will multiply it by 100. Because 2 places repeating, so we have multiplied 100 P by Q and this becomes 236.36 bar. Okay, two places comes over here and this is 36 bar. So this is your equation number and this is equation number 2. Now if you subtract them, if you subtract the first from the second, so 100 minus 1, you will get 99 P by Q. This is 99 P by Q. And here you get 236 minus 2. 236 minus 2, that is 234. Therefore, P by Q is equal to 234 upon 99. Now see, this number is divisible by 3. 2, 3, 4. You know the divisibility rule for 3. This is also divisible by 3. This is also divisible by 3. So you need not leave the answer like this. You will cancel it and take it to the lowest term, and that will be the correct answer. So this is 3, 3, and this one is 21. This is 78. Okay. Now again you cancel. Again this is divisible by 3. So this is your 11. And this is your 26. So your answer here is 26 upon 11. Your answer is 26 upon 11. This is equal to 26 upon 11. This is the answer. Please note it down carefully. This one, this is P by Q because two places divided by 100. If it would have been just 3, then we would have multiplied it by 10, and this, in this case, this will be 23. Like this, I will do some questions like this because I find some of you are facing difficulty in solving this type of question. I think Smriti, you have asked me for this question only, that how to convert the non-terminating repeating decimals into P by Q form. I will take few more examples of this type of question. We have discussed question number 6. Now let us go to question number 7. I hope you have noted it, so I will rub it. Question number 7 now. Here is your question number 7. Multiply 8 root 6 and, so multiply sign is not given. You frame the question. It is written in sentence form. Multiply 8 root 6 and 1 upon 4 root 2. So you write it like this. This is 4 root 2, right? So now this is equal to 8 into root 6. If you just find the prime factors, 3 into 2 and upon 4 root 2. 4 and 8 will get cancelled. This is 2. So this is 2. Root 2 and root 2 will get cancelled. This is your root 3 into root 2. Am I right? Upon this is root 2. So root 2 will get cancelled and your answer will be 2 root 3. 2 root 3. Okay. 4 and 8 get cancelled. Having this 2 rational number, and root 6 is root 3 into root 2. Root 2 get cancelled. So you get this root 3 left. This way, this number is a irrational number. Okay. Now the 8th question. 8th question is, this is I think from your textbook. This is your textbook. One question is there. If 1 by 7 is equal to 0.14287 bar, that is your recurring decimal, then find the value of 2 by 7. And you need not do anything. Simply you need to multiply it. You multiply it by 2. Okay. This is your recurring decimal. Because this is 2, you multiply this by 2 and you get, what is the product? You will be getting the product as your 0.28571, 0.2857114. Okay, and recurring decimals will be your 0.285714, this part. Please, all of you, just you need to multiply it by 2. This is 1 by 7. This question is from your textbook. 1 by 7 is given to you. For 2 by 7, this part is to be multiplied by 2. This is the product you obtain, and this is because denominator is 7. Remember, for terminating decimal, the denominator is 2 or 5 or both. Whatever the number is there, the prime factor of the denominator should be 2 or 5, or maybe both 2 and 5 is there. But apart from 2 and 5, if you get some other in the denominator of a rational number, then that number is going to give you a non-terminating but repeating decimal. This point is very important because again in 10th class you are having questions which are based on this concept. So I ask you, please note it down carefully. This is not at all difficult. You just think over it and you will understand. You take some examples on your own and try to formulate it, and then this concept will settle down. Okay. So shall I proceed for the ninth question? Now the ninth question goes here. The ninth question says 1 upon under root of 7 minus equal to your a plus b root 7. Okay, so this question is your based on the concept of rationalizing the denominator. So what is the rationalizing factor for this number? This is your 1 upon under root 7 minus 2. So this is, you multiply it by root 7 plus 2, and rationalizing factor is root 7 plus 2. So this is equal to, this one is equal to, you get it in the denominator. In the denominator, this is 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2, and in the numerator, that is root 7 plus 2. So this comes out to be 2 plus root 7, and here you get 7 minus 2, that is your 5. This is your 5. 7 minus this is 4. Yes, 2. So this will be 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4. So this is 3. Okay. So you now split it up and write it like this. This is 2 by 3 plus root 7 by 3. Okay. Now this is a plus b root 7. So compare it with this. You get a is equal to 2 by 3 and b is equal to, this root already there, so b is equal to 1 upon 3. This is your answer. A equal to 2 by 3 and b equal to 1 by 3. Please note down this question. So this is your a is equal to 2 by 3 and b is equal to 1 by 3. And then we are going to have question number 10. Question number 10 is your, question number 10 is factorize. This was also from your previous chapter, though I have written the name of the test as number system. I'm sorry, I would have named it test for chapter 1 and 2. That would have been better, but by mistake I have given the name number system. Okay, so factorize 27y cube plus 125 z cube. 27y cube and 125 z cube. This question factorize. So factorize, this is based on which identity? A cube plus b cube plus b cube. So this you write it as 3y whole cube plus 5z whole cube. Okay, so this is a cube plus b cube. This is a cube plus b cube, and a cube plus b cube, you know the identity a plus b, 3y plus 5z, a plus b into a square. A square means 3y whole square. I will write it directly. 9 minus ab. Minus ab means 3y into 5z, right? Plus 5z whole square. So this comes out to be 3y plus 5z into 9y square minus 15yz plus 20 square. So this is question number 10. Factorize. This was also from our chapter of polynomials. Now the last question, question number 11, that is factorize, evaluate 104 into 96. So this you need to write it as 100 plus 4 into 100 minus 4. So a plus b into a minus b, identity simply goes over here. So minus of 4 whole square, this is minus of 16. Right? A plus b, a minus b. So you find the answer. This is your 9984. Okay. So here goes the solution that we have. We were having the quiz or the small test right now. I hope all of you have scored good marks, and if possible, let me know the marks and. Okay, now I will discuss one question, that is your how to plot. That thing we are left with. We will just know how to plot under root 9.3 or under root 3.5. Okay. Here goes the question, that is representing under root 3.5, okay, on number line. Representing under root 3.5 on number line. With this, we will come to the end of today's class. Representing under root 3.5, what you do? You need to draw a line segment of length 3.5. With the help of your ruler, you are going to draw a line segment of length 3.5. Okay. Say this is your equal to P or PQ, something like this. Say this is your AB. Okay. If you say this is A and this is B. Because you are representing under root 3.5, so what I have done, I have drawn a line segment of length 3.5. Now you extend it up to 1 centimeter. This point is your C. C is equal to 1 centimeter. This is 3.5 with the help of your ruler, and this is 1. So your final line segment is AC. Okay, this is 3.5 and this one is 1. So this is 4.5. Now we are going to find the perpendicular bisector of AC. So perpendicular bisector of AC. Perpendicular bisector of AC, you need to take your compass, place it over here, A, draw one arc and then one arc like this. This you have been doing from your class 6. This is from point C, you draw another arc like this. If you join, you get the bisector of AC. Perpendicular bisector of AC, this point, name it as say O. Now with the help of O as center and OA as radius, you draw a semicircle. Okay. So O as center and OA or OC as radius, you draw a semicircle. Now at point B, this point B now, if you draw a perpendicular, if you draw a right angle over here like this, then this line segment, this is equal to your 3.5. Now if you take this length, come back to this point 0, and if you just mark it, this will be your point of under root 3.5. Okay, so once again just find it, because I am not having the rule compass, the geometrical tools we use for this type of board. Explain it in this manner only. This is under root 3.5. So this is your 3.5 centimeter line we have drawn. This is 3.5. Then 1 unit extended. So the final line segment is AC. You draw the perpendicular bisector of AC and the midpoint is O with a center and OA as radius. You draw a semicircle, and then at this point B, AB was the line segment of length 3.5 centimeter. So at point B you draw a perpendicular, and this line, say this is your BP, this BP is equal to under root of 3. In order to place it on the number line, you can have your compass, measure this length 3.5 and mark it over here. So this is how you represent the numbers on number line, and geometrically you find under root 3.5. The justification part is quite complicated, and today time, maybe tomorrow or some other day, I will discuss the justification for this. This is given in your textbook page number 20 and 21. In this case, when it comes in the exam, they don't ask you to show the justification generally, but should know the justification. This I will discuss with you later on, and you may be asked to write the steps as you do for geometrical constructions. You may be asked the steps, or it is better if you write the steps what exactly you have done. So you will simply write the steps, that is draw line segment AB equal to 3.5 centimeter. Then you say this is equal to your, then you say this AB is extended to 1 unit. So finally AC, draw the perpendicular bisector of AC with O as center and OA, draw a semicircle, and